Fresno has many residents concerned about a wave of violence involving teens. Tonight, police continue to search for the suspects behind a shooting near Church and Elm last Thursday that sent 2 teenagers to the hospital. CBS 47's Patrick Nelson has reaction tonight from residents about the violence. Patrick.
Ken, while cases of street violence in southwest Fresno continue to unfold, many of them involving teens, community leaders tell me that they are determined to stop the violence, and they believe they're making progress. Scenes like this one at Church and Elm continue to be part of the conversation in southwest Fresno.
It's a joke around here. You know, it's happened 3 times in the last 5 weeks. And we don't need TV. We don't need cable vision. We can watch an episode of Cops standing on the front porch.
2 teens were hit and sent to the hospital. This is the type of scene Pastor Joby Jones hopes teens will avoid.
Some stuff be wrong place, wrong time. But the fact that it keeps happening over, and that's what bothers me, because it's like, come on, y'all, we got to do better.
Jones and members of the Fresno Street Saints worked with students for 6 weeks this summer.
And a lot of them said, hey, I came here because this keep me out of trouble. You know, and so when you hear stuff like that, because they want to be here. And that's what I realized. I mean, out of all the kids that came through, 23, probably only 2 didn't make it to the end. So I think that's pretty good.
City Councilman Oliver Baines shared his story.
He made it out. You know what I mean? Now he's setting a trail or a legacy and opening the door for us that we can follow him behind.
Jones says outreach like this is helping to counter a culture of violence.
News at 11 in high definition.
This should make Fresno proud. Not just residents of Southwest Fresno, that we have people in our city that are willing to give of themselves like that.
Yeah. Taking a stand against violence. Tonight, city leaders are backing a community coalition that's being established to help stop violence. Residents and community leaders are joining forces to help stop violence in southwest Fresno.
These Fresno leaders will share ideas for outreach through an organization called Stop the Violence Fresno. In southwest Fresno, 2015 was a violent year with dozens of shootings. Much of that violence was fueled by gangs. Now, community leaders are fighting to take their neighborhoods back. CBS 47's Patrick Nelson is live at Fresno City Hall with more. Patrick.
Lindsay, Stop the Violence Fresno is getting some big support here at City Hall from Councilman Oliver Baines, who says he'll do whatever it takes to make sure strong community leaders can reach our kids before the gangs do. This is the scene from a shooting on Fresno's west side earlier this week that sent a man to the hospital. Street violence like this terrorizes neighborhoods, but there isn't an easy solution.
Well, there are no silver bullets to solve these problems. If there were, someone would have made one already and it would have been solved. So the thing that makes it tough is that you've got to approach these issues from a variety of angles.
Former gang member turned pastor Joby Jones believes he's found a cure to the violence. He's organizing a Stop the Violence Fresno community coalition, recruiting business and community leaders across the city to share their ideas.
If we don't do our job, more people are going to be dying. So that keeps us up at night, you know what I mean? So I want to reach out and connect with people who have a heart for this.
The strategy for Jones will not change.
You got to show them the tattoos. You got to show them the bullet wounds. You got to show them the scars and the pain. You know what I mean? That let them know that this ain't somebody who ain't never been there, done that, saying stop. This is somebody who had to fight their way out.
But at-risk teens will now be exposed to people outside their neighborhoods, people who care.
Show me how to come out. Show me, work with me. Let me know that I'm at what it's all about.
City Councilman Oliver Baines hopes educators will get involved.
I am convinced that education is the key out of violence, out of poverty, out of all of those social ills that we identify with. Anytime I have people that are putting their lives on the line for this effort, I've got to be supportive, and I will stand in the gaps with them.